Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today we shall be discussing the madness and how mad I was watching this silly shit. But anyway, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You can like on the video, comment on the video, share the video, watch the video until the end. I had to watch this bull ass show to the end, so you have to watch our review to the end. But anyway, sit back, enjoy the intro, and we'll get to this. I don't know. Oh, wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is going to be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Hello, everyone. This is Stacy's fault and Marcus's fault. Stacy was like, "Hey, David, heard about madness?" I was like, "No." Marcus sent it to me. It was like, "Hey, David, have you heard of this?" I was like, "No." And I said, "Damn to both of you. Damn to both." Ain't nothing positive. I don't know. I don't nothing.
Yeah, let's just skip positives and just go into the.
Ain't nothing. What? Stacey,
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? Where do you want to start?
Okay, we got a writer going into the woods to write a book, and there's a power outage, and then suddenly there's a murder. What happened to the book? Like, I don't know why it bothered me so much that in the end there was no book. Like, I needed this to mean something. Like, at least it was a post-credit scene of him at a book signing. Like, what happened to the book?
They said, "Fuck that book." Good afternoon, Iron Panther and Stacy. This was a no, it wasn't. No, it was not. Like, I'm not sure what you
just
watched.
wanted to watch a bunch of stuff happening. This was a great show because it was just stuff happening. There was never like
A rhyme
a
or reason.
quiet moment of introspection or something. It was just like here. And so I kept watching because I was like, okay, eventually this is gonna mean something. Eventually it's going to make sense. And it was like, nah.
He
Why would
was
we do
trying
that?
to stay out of jail. Let's start with that statement. There was no body and there was no crime. When he called the cops to the Poconos, they said, "Why are we here? There is no body. There's no blood. There's no DNA. There's nothing. There is nothing." And he spends 3 episodes talking about, "Oh my God, I gotta make sure I don't get charged." Charged with what? Charged with what? Like, there's no body. There's no crime.
Well,
There's no
eventually
crime.
Ant came, and that's when it became a crime.
No. When they put the body parts in his house, that's when it became a crime. That's when they go, "Oh,
Right.
yeah."
Okay. Yeah, but Ant
Yeah.
came before that, right?
The what?
Ant, the body in the pond.
That
he-
even didn't even get addressed. That even didn't even get addressed because he didn't even go, "Hey, wait a minute. I killed the guy like down the street. Let's go find that." He didn't even bother to do that.
And
Nor
they
did
didn't find the pen. They zoomed in on the pen that he stabbed him with, but that never came back. And then when he took the watch and he had the watch, I was like, "Oh, they gonna find the watch on him, and then that's gonna become a thing." But he just dropped the watch, and it never came back.
So the watch truly never came back. The pen came back because when they actually found Ant's body, who no one gave a fuck that he was dead, like they said, he got stabbed like 20 times. So now we're led to, I always thought we were going down the road that the conspirators went back to the body and stabbed him 19 more times to make. Is that what happened? We don't know.
I mean, did he do it himself? Like, what? Who else did it?
Like, Then when he did the flashback, I think he was like, "Oh, I stabbed him 20 times because I was trying to make sure he didn't stand." Like I thought that's because remember they showed you again, like he was like, "Oh, I remember when I was flashed." I thought maybe he thought, "Oh, I did stab him 20 times because he was trying to kill me." So I wanted to make sure he wasn't getting up, and I get that, but that never got answered. It never got answered to the
But
fact.
he's a writer and a CNN host. I thought maybe we were going to get some, background special ops, retired something, and this was like some past heist to come back and bite him in the ass. But some billionaire heard about his daddy and thought, this
No,
black man would be good to pin a murder on. Like,
no, none of that happened. That is not what happened.
It is.
That is not what happened. He drove to the thing. They were gonna kill that dude anyway, and was like, pin it on him. Billionaire wasn't even involved in that. He hires people for that shit. He had nothing. They just got lucky. They got lucky, and that's it. He happened to be standing next door to a guy who said, "If you need anything, stop on by." Besides the fact that we were told he's a white supremacist, please tell me anything he did at all to say supremacist. I would love to hear it.
Listen, as soon as that man popped on the screen, my auntie was like, "Oh, he's a racist." I was like, "Huh?"
He's white. That's all you need. He's a white man.
And then when he came out, he was a white supremacist leader. I said, "Okay, I guess you're right." Okay, he was being quite neighborly, I thought, but whatever.
Give me a boy, give me a coon, give me something. He was minding his own business as far as we know, and then he gets murdered just because he's trying to expose the truth. He was a whistleblower, ladies and gentlemen. He was working with the opposition to expose the truth that this billionaire was manipulating one election so he can get some mining rights. It wasn't even the presidency. It was one state election. He killed like 6 people for one state election so he can get some mining rights. What the fuck did we just get done watching? And somehow this becomes a black civil rights show. Fuck every person involved with this. I don't give a damn what your race is. If you were involved in this show in any kind of way, fuck you, because this was stupid. I had to watch episode 1 twice because I thought I missed. You missed nothing because nothing happened. I thought he was dreaming too at one point. Whoa. We're gonna fast forward to the twilight of this bullshit. So when he got the gun to Danny's head, boom, Twilight. Like when you watch that last bullshit movie and you find out that big huge fight didn't happen, that was actually a vision of old girl, and you're like, what? And like that's it. Like the big climax didn't even happen. It was just in her head. I'm like, fuck this entire thing.
Tyler Perry. I've noticed a trend in some of these shows where like the black guy is faced with killing the white big bad and he never does it. And I was wondering, why is that? Why does the black guy never take the shot? Remember we reviewed that police show and they had all the cops hostage and they were going to kill them?
Oh, yeah. And then he gets shot.
And they did nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, why does this keep happening? But the white guy has no problem just rolling up, and just
walking away. But let's talk about that. So Lucy, let's explain this bitch. So you are a part of an extremist organization, and then when she gave our principal speech when they got together, right? I was waiting for we're trying to fight the blacks, the Asians, or whatever the fuck, like something. They're like, hey, we believe in truth. And we don't want the deep state to take over our country, right? And we just want the truth to be out there. I'm like, where's the racism? Like, Where's the racism? I'm waiting for the racism. I'm waiting for it. Then she tells them, hey, Danny's the one that killed our fearless leader that I was going to divorce because he's a piece of shit. Oh, okay. I'm just telling y'all this. Then she immediately goes to the FBI and snitches on these people. She should have been shot as she's driving her children out. How is she affording that? Let's back this up. How is she affording any
That
of that?
little $5,000 she got from what's his name before he died, I guess.
Did you not think they were fucking?
Absolutely.
Right?
I
Right?
thought she was low-key screwing the billionaire too. I was like, she gonna go back to him and ask for some money. I think that's how she got out. They just didn't show her.
That's what I'm saying. Because when that first billionaire was like, I miss you, I was like, oh, they were fucking. Like her, I thought he was doing both of them. That's what I thought. And then I was like, okay, maybe he sold his wife to him to get money. That's what I thought. And then, like, because none of this turned into anything, because I'm like, why are you stroking her head? Like, let's talk about that. I was waiting for the son to dance and rap finally in a Hamilton play. Fuck that actor. Like, he is typecasted. He is typecasted as the weed smoking, entitled piece of shit son.
Listen,
And, oh,
all these shows give these people teenagers for no damn reason, just to annoy us. There was literally no point in his character other than he's a son who's looking at his daddy crazy, and his daddy was looking at his daddy crazy. They could have made Callie a boy and just ran with her character because she was actually useful.
let's get into Callie. Y'all, we watched a show of a black man who once again made no effort to father his children. We will start with Callie as she's the oldest, to the point that his name is not even on the birth certificate. This never gets explained. Nor is the mother that he asked the question, how is your mama? Because she's alive. And he gave zero fucks. How is your mama? I left her obviously because the frat boys whooped my ass in college because you were born out of wedlock and I didn't want to come back to see you because that would be a stereotype. So you didn't raise your daughter, which also makes you a stereotype. So fuck you. Like, this never gets addressed. Then we move on to this bullshit son. He spent 3 minutes with this kid to go, hey, before I go write this book, don't smoke weed around your mama. Mm-hmm. He called his dad a nigga. And just, yeah. Because
the wife called him a nigga too.
Right? This show should have been called Nigga. Or I felt like that would have been an appropriate title for this bullshit show. But wait. Said nigga, right? His son, later on in the episode, the nigga calls a white woman a bitch. So his son is like, excuse me, dad, we don't call women bitches. Look here, nigga. That's not what we do in here. What? Then he corrects him again when he's like, we got to go to the projects. Section 8, dad. Section 8. Please. We don't use words like projects. Then we meet Polo, a nigga. Who then they have a whole nigga conversation about how niggas think soccer makes you a weak nigga and he don't play soccer because I gotta be like the other niggas. Ignorance.
Wait, let's back it up.
What's up?
You're wanted. You're a wanted man on the run. And where's a safe place to hide out?
The hood.
In the hood with other criminals. So much so that you can just go in the backyard and have a nice little barbecue. Ain't nobody gives a shit except Callie, who had a little bit of sense. But the hood is so full of criminals that, most wanted, yeah, come over here. Nobody will even notice. You blend right on in. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Wait. Then let's go down this road. So then he doesn't call the cops to save him or his family because he's a wanted man, right? But then when his wife gets shot, what does he do? He goes talks to the cops at the bookstore. He was like, "Excuse me, is my wife okay?" "Yes, sir." "Who are you?" "I'm the one you're looking for
I
because
didn't
I'm accused of
understand
murder."
what the cops were doing. Like, I'm like, isn't he supposed to be in custody? And he just hanging out like, oh, just like,
Yeah.
oh, my wife got shot? Oh, yeah.
Oh shit. And then they're like, "Excuse me, sir, are you okay? Do you need some therapy?" "No, you need handcuffs because you're still accused of killing a man in the Poconos." Damn it. Like, kiss my black ass. This show made no sense. Like, on so many levels. Well, yeah, we never pulled the trigger. We don't pull the trigger on white men. We ain't got no. So let's go to this statement. So then when he shoots off in the air at the white people, right? Then white comes out. It's like he shot up in the white neighborhood. Oh, okay. So if he went to the black neighborhood, it'd be fine. But you don't shoot around white
He
people.
would
They call the
blend
cops.
right in. Do you not get it blends in black neighborhoods?
Yo, why are we? Let me tell you the stupidest shit I think I've ever seen on television. I feel a man fucking a transit ticket machine. Like, we watched this. We watched this man hump this machine. This had nothing to do with the conspiracy. Why is this even happening? Who wrote this shit? Then Lucy gets her hair brushed.
I thought she was gonna get something else in that hair. Like, let me slick it down for you.
Right. You just knew. You just knew he was gonna be like, "Let me show you what else I used to do with my sister."
I was like, what is happening?
What is happening? Why is this happening? I felt like I was watching a very convoluted, racist for no reason episode of Black Mirror at some point. Like, once the tech analysts got involved and we have the server farm or whatever the fuck, and he shoots one server and he's like, "I'm gonna shoot him." You don't think I got the cloud, bitch? Like, this data's backed up somewhere else. Like, what do you think you're doing? Like, why are we
redundancies?
Come on, bro. I'm a billionaire. Like, I got plenty of servers, right? Like, he should have been like, "I've been waiting for you." Why do you think I don't have to? Wait. Let's get back to the Tariq moment when the son takes the gun to shoot the white man. I was like, power. I seen this. Then daddy shows up. He's kicking a fence that has a hole in it, Stacy. It has a hole in it. I was like, he's not going to go through the hole, which is right there. Because his daddy went through the hole. Damn it. I was like, fuck you. Fuck off. Fuck you. Wait. Let me get back to him being a shit father. So he knows so little about his child, because he don't give a fuck about that daughter, obviously. And they never got into that. But, Dad, I got my learner's permit. We are being chased by an assassin, train killer. I got an idea. I'm gonna let my teenage son drive us around. Yeah, because she can't notice me in the back seat. That's crazy. So I'm gonna let you drive, son. Oh, that's right, Dad. I don't have my permit. What? Because you don't know anything about your child. Because you're a shit father. Twice.
And her being like an ex-British intelligence spy, and she's telling him, and she's like so obvious. I was like, isn't there like a protocol where they don't notice you as much? I was like,
well, I think
again, he's a writer. He's not an
nothing.
Navy SEAL or something.
Nothing.
He's a regular dude.
This makes no fucking. I was mad at all levels. It was interesting premise. The series just didn't have a cohesive plot line. Marcus, to your point, if they simply, it's not the heart. If they simply get rid of all the unnecessary racism, right, and focus on a man who just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and gets accused of a body which is there in episode 1, this makes sense. This makes absolute sense. Oh my God, I killed the neighbor that I had an argument with. Let's make this better. You have an argument with your neighbor, then he ends up chopped up in pieces. You're a suspect. Now you're on the run. Got to clear my name. Oh my God, I'm caught up in some kind of big overall conspiracy. Now it makes sense. And I'm okay with that. And then don't fuck a machine. Now I'm okay with that. Like everything else, stop it. I was like, he was a clown.
Unnecessary.
He was as much as this man was a shit father, and he was, the fact that the only thing he could offer his son was a futon because he's a shit father and didn't think that he was ever gonna have to take care of his child. The way his son talked to him when they were having dinner and he was texting Polo, I would have punched the shit out of him. If that was, I would have been like, oh, you think you grown, so you get the fuck out. Like that. That's like, I will put you outside and see how you fare then. But you're not gonna talk shit to me in my house, and I'm trying to feed you, you little bastard. That's what you're not gonna do. Like, I clearly
don't think he was a bastard. I think that's the other child. But
oh, that's the daughter. Excuse me. I just feel like that little boy was too entitled in both shows, and I'm like, what about him? Did they go? We got a part for you. We got a part for you. The only two interesting characters were the Afrocentric daughter and the female assassin. I would agree with you on that. The daughter was cool. The female assassin was cool because she was crazy as fuck, and it totally changed directions.
The Americans. I had to look her up because I kept like looking at her like, where did I know this chick from?
Who was she in the Americans?
She was one of them secret spies. One of them.
What? Oh, really? I didn't. So, see, something about her says British killer. Was she British in that too?
I would think so. I can't remember. It's been so long. But I was like, okay. That was the only thing in her little roster that I was like, okay. I watched it.
I got are up in the chat. What's up? Happy holiday. Thank you. Jamani is supporting us from the chats, so we appreciate that.
It was this. I was like, why is he looking like this?
The comatose stare. Yeah. So Kim, I didn't even notice it till Kim brought up his mouth is always open, and I didn't even notice that. Yeah, and that kind of irritates. Right there, his mouth is open right there. I think it's a medical issue, but anyway, Stacey, let me ask you a question. Did that FBI agent kill himself, or was he killed himself, right? He got in the car and he blew his brains out, right? Thank you, because I swore they tried to act like he was killed, and I'm like, no,
they did. Himself. That was the narrative, because they were like, because Muncie told the British chick, like, yeah, you take the rap for Quinones, and we'll say the other guy did everybody else. And I was like, Quinones was a suicide, which also didn't make any damn sense.
Wait, as you texted me, what made even less sense was how his suicide caused the ex-wife to give up the draws again. I'm like, what?
Was it the Swingers Club action that got her worked up?
Well, that was so far. Y'all, if you watch Reasonable Doubt, I felt we were watching Reasonable Doubt. One, the son is here, being an asshole again. And then for a couple to be like, hey, baby, husband to be like, hey, baby, I need you to go to the Swingers Club with me. And she's like, my pants is getting a little bit wet. Just a little bit. I was like, why are we doing any of this? But as soon as he goes, oh my God, the FBI agent who harassed me and almost tried to arrest me just killed himself. And she's like, let's go to bed. I'm like, I'm not even sure how this is connected. I'm confused.
She's consoling him with her hot pocket.
But then she was like, maybe we can work this out. I don't know. Who stabbed the first killer? That never got addressed. But somehow. And then no one cared. No one cared that Ant was dead. No one even knew he was missing. Then we go to the leftist extremist gun-loving organization, which meant nothing.
I was like, when is that going to come back?
Like, no,
You got the Asian leader. I said, okay, that's a little different. Let's go with that, right? And then you had the other Asian guy that came in. I was like, okay, the Asians are going to represent. No. It was like, well,
Only the white people get arrested because somehow the other, like, both groups need to go down because they're both crazy as fuck. Like, you mean to tell me they were plotting any kind of assassinations or whatever against the deep state? They're completely okay. They're like, no, we're only going to arrest the white ones. I was like, he was a terrible dad. The racism was not needed. Oh, thank you. See, Kim, thank you. The whole series should have been completed in 4 to 5 episodes. You're still giving it too much time. This should have been a movie. This should have been a 2-hour movie. 90 minutes. Even 2 hours is too long. A 90-minute movie, they could have solved a whole bunch of this. It should have started with him getting arrested because the body is there. And then they show him all the evidence that they had against. They never got into that. Who redid his internet search history? Because he was done. It's like, oh, you've been researching this for a month. We have the evidence, like they do real suspects, and that never got addressed. And then somehow FBI agent just goes, he's cool. Okay, well then go ahead. It's okay. Come back whenever.
I didn't understand, like, okay, you were investigating him. Okay, he's tied to another case, but like, how does he just get to go free? Like,
let's talk about this. He's like 7 foot tall, trying to duck down in the back of that little truck.
I didn't understand the Italians trying to take him to safety. They put him in the trunk, but it was an SUV, so the trunk is actually open. You can just look and see a person. Like, why not get like a Chevy and put him in it like an actual truck?
But wait, the Italians, who you never see again, just talk to the random deputy who pulls them over and go, name says,
don't touch my daddy's golf clubs, is what he said.
And he was like, don't tell your daddy. I said, oh, what? And this never comes. And then he walks up to the same cops and goes, no, I'm serious. You can arrest me now. The Italians are gone.
Oh, do you know how much that pissed me off? I took you all the way over here to get you a private jet to show you to get the fuck out of here. You said, nah, I'm good. Okay.
I'm gonna fight this.
You just walk back to the. And then the same thing with the weird guy in the trailer. I probably would have ran too because he looked like he was probably gonna rape the dude at some point.
Why did any of this happen? Like, I was like, he became some kind of civil rights icon that he's like, it's the first domino. We're killing all these white motherfuckers.
Because a black man actually killed a white man, and now he's a hero because they never do it for some reason. So yes, you are a hero. Every black man in the country adores this man.
That black motherfucker should have been the one to kill Danny. That would have made sense.
Or the dog should have ate her. Something, anything.
So I'm just saying, if he would have been pop, it would have been the white supremacist guy and the black dude show up. They both shoot him, and then they look at each other and they go, "Hey man, we all in it for the same thing. We don't want the billionaires telling us what to do. Now we got harmony in the community." There you go. I was like, that would have been, I'm like, that scene meant nothing. And I was like, oh, he's about to get it. I was like, he don't want to get it, but he's about to get it. I was like, oh, I saw Misery. This don't work out for you, bro. I was like, oh, he's about to break your ankles. I was like, oh shit. And then all of a sudden his leg is, after jumping off a cliff, his leg is magically cured that he can sprint away from this dude, for the record.
And the dog.
Also, there was no arm sling. So I was waiting. I thought the ex-wife was going to show up with the arm sling when she came up to the picnic.
Oh, she didn't. Oh, somebody had an arm. Oh, it was the big guy, the little fat guy, had the arm sling.
So I was like, I felt like, yes. I was like, why is his mouth always open? I have an answer for that, but I'm gonna let that one go. I'm gonna let that one go. Okay. Stop. So really, a swingers club, like just like Reasonable Doubt. Can we please have some originality? No, damn it. Why is every black man a horrible dad? Genetics? I don't know. I just
Yes,
I
because
don't
they
know.
made an effort to keep telling us about his dad that we never met and that we're supposed to care about, which is what?
Because he also was like, I gotta take it to the man. I did. I love how D was sitting up there being interrogated by a black woman cop. He's like, "Where's your daddy?" He's like, "I ain't taking shit to you, cop, because that's how we are built." He's like, "But your dad left you, right?"
He's holding back tears.
He's like, "Stop it. Your dad don't love you, right? Because he
I
black."
was expecting the black cops to come in there, find him, and act like they didn't see shit, and then just leave. Because he black, and he killed a white supremacist. So therefore,
I was here. I hear you, and I felt like the one white cop was gonna be the one to like somebody he was gonna about to find him, and then to your point, they're like, nah, he's all good. It's all good. He's like, shh, it's okay, stay black.
No, he just light skinned like the other big guy.
That dude light skinned as fuck. They must have paid CNN a piece. Yeah, I'll change it for this logo. I couldn't believe you.
Is Chili still in business?
Yes. There was a lot of product placement, and I was surprised that real CNN had anything to do with this, and Chili's. I mean, I really was surprised because
I don't think Chili's is popping like it used to. So any type of product placement would help.
Is it Don Lemon? Don Lemon, is that his name? The gay dude.
Yes.
That's who I thought this character was gonna be, because the actor's also gay. So I thought he was gonna do a Don Lemon character. That's what I thought. And I think somebody actually called them that. Actually, somebody called them that. But I was like, but I felt like that was gonna be a thing. I told y'all it wasn't worth it. How did y'all rate this series? Look here, Jamani. If you're gonna do all this shit, you be on the video. I ain't got time for this side hustling like commentary. No, but to your point, 3. I give it a good 3. Because the cast was solid. Like it's a writing problem. The cast was awesome.
Yes.
It's a writing problem. And as Kim pointed out, as she always says, it was great production value. It looked awesome. Like it's a writing problem. And Stacey, let's take racism to a next level. Asian dude tells black dude, let's meet at, I'm assuming, George Washington's house. No, they're in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
I keep on
thinking the reenactment, or what's the
must have been, but they were right. Why, in the middle of this conversation, you got to have the white family walk by? He was a great guy, did a lot for America. I mean, yeah, he owned slaves, but it was legal. Asshole. It was legal, so I'm not sure the asshole part. Like that's a historic fact, dickhead. Like I'm not sure what we're trying to achieve with this in no way, shape, or form. Like now, if his kid said, "Dad, should slavery be legal now?" and he goes, "Yes," now he's an asshole. But he's just putting in historical context, so I'm not really sure what was. Also, wait a minute. Wait, damn it. He's talking to Lucy. Her husband got killed. He's like, you know what? When I was in college, what the fuck? I joined a white fraternity. Stop. Why'd you do that, you dumb black ass? Anyway, I joined this white fraternity, and they teased me because I had a child out of wedlock. Like, for some reason, black men do that for some reason. And then they teased me, and I got my ass whooped by him. And no, black man, I'm just hard being a black man in America. What does this have to do with the fact that a white man sent a white woman to kill my white husband, and then killed another white man and an Asian man, and then you happen to be his neighbor, and that's why you got framed? Could you please explain to me how this? Anyway, slavery was about 200 years ago, and it was real hard on us. I'm like, what does?
I didn't like, if they were gonna take the racism route. Okay, fine, but let it mean something. Like, you got an Asian leader, you got a white supremacist leader, you got a black man, You got a white woman who's married to a white supremacist who didn't really want to be white supremacist anymore, and she's raising her kids to be not so bad,
Not
right? All these people can come. Oh, you had the Puerto Rican FBI agent, right?
two of them.
Right. All these, they had no Native Americans. That's racist. Anyway, all these people could have came together for a common cause and did something great. And that could have been just like a letter to the world, but no.
No. Everywhere this black motherfucker went, he was like, you know I'm black, right? Then he's talking to the Puerto Rican, and it's like, you think I'm black because I drink liquor? Yes, right. You do drink liquor. Don't you clap when planes land? That's right. What are we doing?
I low-key died when he said that. I was just like, okay, Puerto Ricans, they do clap when the plane lands. It's a thing.
But then it's like, you making jokes about black men not paying tips? Yeah, because black men don't tip. I don't know why. Why is this happening? Like, we got other fish to fry, damn it. Like, why is it happening?
They could have did it in a way that was actually funny, maybe, to, again, have the races kind of like mess with each other, but then come together at the end. I would have been cool with that, but no, they just did stupid stuff. And then I kind of felt like I was watching Lupin. Like, you got this big black man running around and nobody just recognizes this dude. Like, what?
Who are you looking for? This big black motherfucker right here. Oh, okay, got
He's
it.
got his mouth open, his collar is like always up here. Like, he wears the same thing everywhere he goes. Nobody.
How do you not see him? How do you not see his black? He's on TV. Like, he was
on TV before, so he was already known. Now he's still on TV.
Right? And just walking through the city like, hey, wait a minute. That's that black motherfucker right there. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Deon Cole was awesome. I love him as an actor. And he tried, he was not a comedian. He tried to be serious, but I think because he is who he is, no matter what he does is funny. But he did an awesome job, and I wanted him to be a part of the conspiracy. When he's the one who's like, take the deal, like, hey man, they won't let me represent you, but I'm still gonna represent you somehow. Somehow he doesn't get fired. I wanted it to be that somehow he was behind all of this. He's the reason why he got framed. Like, somehow. Especially when he told him to take the deal.
He was fucking the wife. That's the backstory. That's why they separated. Maybe give us something.
That would have been good. That would have been good. I'm leaving you for who? Your best
friend. The wife was in on it. Yes. Something. Nothing. None of this meant anything. I loved her hair for some reason. I felt like it was very. It had that 80s velvet painting in the living room look. Like, every time she would come on screen, I'd be like, oh.
Like, her picture should be on the wall.
Yes.
I did. So when she mentioned the daughter's name, like, I know of her, I was like, okay, there's some estrangement going on here, right? So again, I was like, oh, I thought maybe it was gonna be the ex. Again, I just thought we were gonna see like an ex-wife, and then we're gonna explain that, you know, you got with him later on in life, and you know, but her, I hate you, Dad, but she's always there though. She was always there for him. Like, there was never a time. So I'm like, why are you mad in the first place? Or get over it. But this whole, and he's like, my too. When he said, I need some protection for my daughter, and she just melted. She's like, oh, I'm your daughter. This should have ended with them going to the hospital. I'm not sure this is the way you do it, but go to the city records and get his name on the birth certificate. Let's do that so we can acknowledge Deon Cole's character but he's a great actor, and the character had potential. If they would have made him part of the conspiracy or something, it's a great actor in a role that just went nowhere. And I was like, this doesn't make sense. Like, you're wasting it. You're truly Agent was really getting down, eating those hot dogs. Yo, the first time I really saw him was in Bad Monkey on Apple TV. And he played a cop in that too. And I'm like, so I think I'm asking myself, was he a cop before he became an actor? Because these like 2 roles like back to back. And I was interested, but I mean he played the role well. And I was like, so he was relevant like to the overall conspiracy, but him just killing himself just didn't make any kind of sense. The series was filmed in Philly. Holman is from. Oh, okay. So it was a love letter to his city, I suppose. If all of this was to manipulate the property in Philly so the rich white man could snatch up all the black real estate and gentrification or some shit, like I would have took it better, I guess. Like something. It was about mineral rights, like in a whole other state. Like it wasn't even Philly related. I'm like, this didn't make any damn sense. Like I'm like, why? And then it showed you that Danny was correct. The system still goes on, dude. Like I will be replaced and this shit will continue and they will know who you are. And the senator won re-election. So what did we achieve? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And Munson, what's the fucking name? Muncie doesn't even recognize that he didn't fix anything. That it all just continues. Like he didn't even see that. Oh, wait a minute. Back up again. When his son is sitting there talking about no bitch ass television kid, I would have smacked the shit out of him. Right. When he's like, I was like, what? I was like, this is not how you talk. One, nigga, you don't call your parent nigga. Like you, not if they got any sense. Huh?
Or your child. Reasonable doubt.
Or your child. Like these are not terms we should use with each other, but certainly not in a parent-child relationship. And none of this gets called out. Like, I was like, I'm very disappointed in this, in many levels. Yes, I'm sorry, but again, I don't know. Would you recommend it to anyone?
Sober? I mean, I know somebody likes this. I watched a couple of reviews and there were some people who like this. So, I don't know. It was madness. Like, it's an appropriate title.
It was a decent watch.
It was something. It's something. Like I've definitely seen worse.
Okay.
So they they
knew he was going to the Poconos to frame. No. So again, no. Like we don't know how much of that was. So he acknowledged that at some point he was looking at some article, and then somehow he didn't get down to the comments. But yeah, they did not know. They did not know, because if they're that kind of neo-Nazi KKK bullshit, whatever, they would try to hang his black ass. He would have been like, "Yo, we found one out here," and that could have been a whole different series. And now they're hunting him down in the woods or some shit. Like that would have been something. It made sense.
Because they have that billionaire thing where they hunt like people or something. What movie was that?
The Hunt.
There we go.
With
it could be that direction. It's been done before, but hey,
the most dangerous game is man, and we could have went that route.
And then that could have been what he wrote about, like him surviving the hunt. Like we could have actually got a fucking book out of this shit. Like I'm still mad about it.
Wait a minute. This black motherfucker plays the race card the entire series. But when his white boss says you're a person of color, let's kind of talk about that. Like falsely accused. Look here, I'm not a victim. Don't talk to me like this. I'm just here to tell a story. What? Did you not spend this whole day? I'm a black man and they're trying to hold me back and they're trying to oppress me. But when you say it, no, that's not who I am. That's exactly who you said you were. That's exactly who you said you were. So I'm not even sure how he don't get on TV and be like, Black Power, I'm going back to my community. So instead of writing a book, he became black again and went to the black school and taught black kids because somehow he couldn't do that as a TV anchor or some shit. Like I don't understand. When did he not support his people? I don't understand when he turned his back on his black roots. I don't understand any of this. I don't. Yeah, then he leaves a good job to end up doing public school, or you could be broke as fuck. You could be living with your ex-wife because she's probably the only one working with a decent job, bro. Like, teachers don't get paid. Like, that's not a thing. Not public school, not in fucking Philly or anywhere really. But like, ain't no way in the world he's making the same kind. He turned down $5 million.
Listen, when he said $5 million for Indy, I was just like, I ain't gonna bet. Let me have my my lawyer friend review this first. And you can wire that shit straight over
Today.
okay?
Like, this don't make.
I need this to clear before you get murdered by the white guy. So let's do this real quick.
Because like, this don't make any kind of sense, because the FBI already said we're not looking into this, and they did not look into this, and he got away with it. He could have been $5 million rich, gave $2 million to the black community, and he still would have been all right. I don't even understand what he achieved with any of this.
Okay. He just walking around with PTSD, looking at cards and shit. Like, ooh. Another thing that pissed me off, right? Besides the book, and I'm gonna keep talking about that damn book. The tracker, when his tire got slashed, and the tire guy came and found the tracker. Meanwhile, he goes home, and everywhere he goes, these white people just show up. So you mean to tell me you didn't check for other trackers on the car? How do you think these people know where you are at all times? That kerosene was stupid. I was like, why are we doing this?
The what?
The kerosene, when he came out and the white chick was at the car, and he was like, can I get in my room so I can get in the car? He's like, don't touch me. Like, she's gonna kill him. And then the other guys are holding the camera, and then he pulls out his camera and she scurries off because God forbid a camera, right? I was just like,
so we established
as a country.
So we established that the cell phone is more powerful than mace and a weapon, because he brought a cell phone to a gunfight and was like, she was like, and she ran away. So why did he use the cell phone when a group of white men show up to somewhat harass his family? I got a phone, I'm gonna record you, and then they would have drove away. Instead, he shoots up in the air like he didn't have a bullet come down and hit somebody, and he kills someone, and now you're going to jail.
Go places, people. It irritates the crap out of me when they do that. I'm like, the bullet is gonna go somewhere.
Everything that goes up will come down. Like, that's gravity. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't understand. He was like, that's right, I'm popping off. His son was basically beaten off in the house. I mean, he was like, oh yeah.
Oh, my dad, a real nigga. Like,
right. I was like, he was like, damn, that's what I'm talking about. That nigga life. I was like, that's what you made? Like, after all, I'm sure you try to put him in a good school and make him make good choices. And in the end, he's like, nigga.
Yes.
I was like,
that was the conversation they had at the end. I can't remember the exact verbiage, but he was like, you made me go to, no, he said, I put you in good school so you can learn to talk like the people who have power. Remember that conversation at the end?
I fast forwarded it. I felt like, no. When? I must have fast forwarded.
When they were in the park and they were walking, I think, by the food truck or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was just like,
ignorance. Just damn it, you gotta talk like them, son. Because not we gotta be niggas. But when we're not by ourselves, we gotta talk like them. But when we get to also, I hate this man as a father. I got some issues, my own dad issues, but fuck this dude. So then mom says you need to spend time with him. He's not in a good place. How about you go get some food together? That's a good idea, wife. I'm gonna go do that. Hey, son, I'm gonna sit in the car while you go inside to get the food. Just let me know when you get back. What? You could even walk in with him? Like, you are a shit father. Wait, son, say no to drugs. Hey, son, thank you for giving me that weed, though. I appreciate it. That's why he called you a nigga, because he sees you as a nigga. He don't see you as a father, as someone to look up to. Like you're a peer at best. At best.
Okay, so he's a terrible father, but he did know that his son hates mayonnaise on his Philly cheesesteaks, which went nowhere. Like, why did we have to know this? I don't understand. You don't remember that scene?
No, I mean, to your
I
point,
thought it was going to turn into like a whole mayo and black people don't like mayo conversation at the dinner table, but the kid happily ate the sandwich. So I'm like, okay, what was the point of telling us this child don't like mayonnaise?
You are correct. I did somehow think, since it was a non-black person making the sandwiches, that this was going to turn down to, black folks only don't eat so and so. I really thought, and then that went nowhere. I was You are correct. You are correct. At least he was. You know what? I'm gonna let you have that one. Wins. His father was a murderer, but you're right. He did, his father, and he must have went to jail, right? Like, what happened to his dad? Let's back this up. What happened to him after he murdered this white man?
I think he died, or did he kill himself? I know he died, but I can't remember.
All right, Marcus, since you actually watched this thing,
Marcus knows.
What happened to he must have went to jail. Or did the cops kill him or something? Like, what happened to the dad? Also, I that's what Polo was for, sir. So Polo was in fact drug dealer in this show, and he was like, so we did the whole hood nigga situation. So like, I hear you that he wasn't a drug dealer, but they were definitely involved, and son D did definitely look up to the nigga community, and wanted to be a part, because soccer is for bitches, or something. I don't know.
See, if Mike from Mayor of Kingstown was there, he would have protected that young boy to go to soccer matches, and he would have grown up to be a great soccer player.
That never went anywhere, but I did love that storyline. I thought the father was defending himself from this. No, he wasn't. No, he went there and shot that man because he was manipulating the property. Redlining. He was redlining the black community. It wasn't no self-defense. It was redlining the black community.
Why didn't they show us that? Give us a flashback or something.
So, well, in like his dad, in like he was there. So it wouldn't be a flashback per se.
At least we said get black man killing a white man. I would have been like, okay, there you go.
If he was with his dad when he killed him, to your point, and then he remembers that, and then dad got shot by the cops or something. Let's just say that. Then he remembered all that. That's why he didn't do it himself. He's like, I don't want to end up like my father. But no. It was not. No. He was defending his community by killing this black man somehow. This white man somehow. Anyway,
no, they should have showed us that, and then showed us another white man coming in doing the same thing, and it didn't change anything. That's what they should have did.
The process continues.
Full circle.
The full circle thing. But it was anyway. The ending brought some of it together. It did. Because I was like, this white man, Danny ain't just gonna walking away from this. Like, somebody's gonna get him. And it was good that it was the supremacist that eventually he got arrested too. I'm assuming. But anyway, yeah.
The gangbangers and hood niggas that were down with the power and the black man taking on the white man, why they ain't come in and like do a drive-by on Danny?
That's also a good. I don't know. Maybe D would have rallied them together, and then he would have led the charge somehow. Redlining for black people was a big issue back in the day. Yes, but again, he still murdered the man. I'm not saying it wasn't. But to a point, it wasn't. That's not called self-defense. That's called manslaughter, or at least or at the minimum. But I get you. So again, that was not even what was happening in this situation, right? Like, if it was happening again, then it makes it relevant. It brings the dad's history. Like, we can't stop this. We're still fighting this, and and we need to do better or something. It would have been fine. Anyway, solid cast. Generally good idea. It was a generally good idea. It should have been a movie, not a just drawn out shit that we got. No, I like Chili's actually, so I can't say no Chili's. I like Chili's. It's pretty good. I like actually when he was talking, it was product placement. He was like, "Would you have to get the 3 sliders?" I love the Southwest egg rolls.
Right.
I actually love the South. That was very specific. Southwest egg rolls are yummy. I do love that. And the chocolate molten cake. I do love the lava cake. It is pretty tasty. It is pretty tasty. Yeah, so somebody had to pay for this movie. And they're like product placement. Anything else, my friend?
I think that's all.
All right. So she says, watch it. If you're watching us and you haven't watched this series, do it at your own risk. I can't. I read that. A season 2 of what? What new black mystery is he gonna solve?
If him and Dean Cole get together and they become like these little Negro activists, detective, legal, something. I'm stretching it. I'm trying to make sense of this.
He's a public school teacher now.
By day.
Activist by night? Like that's what they
He a mask and he stopped sex trafficking, drug dealing in Philly.
Oh no, then he'd be adopts because eventually he's gonna have to go after his own people and acknowledge that, and then you can't have that. You can't have that.
He fights gentrification.
There you go. He fights gentrification. Hey, that's what I was telling that's what they did to Candyman. That he became, instead of being a horror movie figure, he became a civil rights activist fighting gentrification. I was like, in police brutality for some reason, and I was like, this don't make any kind of sense. But let's see where it goes. But anyway, season 2, Marcus, you're gonna be on your own. Let me tell you what's not happening on this channel. No. I gave it an effort. No, this is a very much a failed experiment for me. But thank you very much hanging out. Stacey, I thank you so much as always. Thank you for everyone who's still watching. I appreciate you. Again, please leave a permanent comment on the video. Did you like it? Is it what you expected? Do you want a season 2? What do you think a season 2 would be? I don't know. And what other things we think we should review on the show? Give us about an hour. We're gonna say goodbye to Lioness. I'm watching the last episode myself. And then Jamani and I are gonna be doing that. And Stacey, we will see you at some other points. I don't know. So stick around. Madness or Reasonable Doubt. Now you're just being funny. Neither. I'm not playing this game. Neither. I gave Reasonable Doubt more one season more than it deserved. If Morris Chestnut is in season 2 of Madness, I might think about it. But he's on Watson. I can't wait to watch that. That's one good season. One good season. It will not get a season 2. It won't get a season 2. Are you gonna watch it?
Sure.
It's Morris Chestnut, right? You can give him a shot, right?
Dexter.
Absolutely not. That's fuck you. No, that's next week. Nope. You can kiss my butt. She's wanting me to say it on camera. Fuck that prequel. That's woo. I watched Power Book 3 season 10 before I will watch damn Dexter. The Original Sins. Fuck you. They recap. It's so insulting. It's so insulting. But Watson, this is my thought. Like, he's basically House. Basically, but he's black and he's an American.
Did we do this?
In what?
What was that show where he was like the medical examiner?
Rosewood. Yes. Rosewood. But the difference. So there he solved crimes. He solved crimes, which I thought he was going to be doing in Watson, because Watson and Sherlock solved crimes. But no, he's doing medical mysteries. So I'm like, he's American. Like, there's so many things wrong with this. Like, he's American in America, but somehow he's a famous British sidekick. This doesn't make sense. Even put race aside, which also is an issue, but let's put race aside. You cannot be an American Watson without Sherlock at all. Like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. So, like, the Sherlock fans aren't going to watch it because he's not John Watson and there is no Sherlock. And then we ain't going to watch it because he's just a black dude, like, solving medical mysteries. Like, we don't want to see that shit. Like, we want niggas. That's what we want. Be honest. You want drug dealers. You want crime. You want niggas. That's what you want to watch. And you ain't going to watch Morris Chestnut, as good looking as he is, and a great actor as he is. That ain't what you want to see. Y'all going to say it's unrealistic. You're going to say you can't relate to it, and you're not going to watch it. All right? It will last a season at best. It will not get a season 2. Just like Rosewood didn't go past season 2 because it left Empire, which is why y'all watched it, because it came right after Nigga. So Empire, then they gave you Rosewood, and then they moved Rosewood to Friday, and Rosewood got canceled. I see. Anyway, I could be wrong. Hello. But we will see. We will review it and see what we're gonna support. We're gonna support it, and hopefully it gets a season 2. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. Anyway, guys, thank you guys. Hey, my truck, Stacy, hang around. I'm saying goodbye to everybody. Boop. And we're gonna do this exit and this. I know I'm doing too much. Till next time. I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching, people in the chat.
I enjoy the view. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this. Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit,
Hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
You want to go there?
Oh shit. Stacey, do your thing. Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.